going to be tricky because I think I ordered a lot of things in similar colours. So, mixed media, limited colour palette. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Hey guys, welcome to my studio. I hope you're good. So I was painting the other day and I ran out of paint. Squeeze the tube and hope for the best kind of paint. So I thought I needed to order some more, but there were also a few things missing from my gouache collection, from my pencil collection, and because I found some awesome new material that I've been using, these pan pastels, I obviously needed some more colours, so I went online and I ordered them because apparently you can't get a lot of our materials on the Isle of Wight, but anyway, I ordered them and they arrived in one box, and this box contained all these materials, so I thought, do you know what? I'm going to challenge myself to make one piece of artwork with all these materials. I mean, this is definitely going to be putting mixed media to the test. I could mix them together. I could layer them up. So, yeah, I'm just hoping for the best, really. I've been doing illustration for over 12 years, and I'm known for picture books and fiction books. But yeah, let's just see how we go. So let's open this box and find out what we've got. I mean, technically I know what we've got because I ordered it, but seeing it all together will show us the colour palette that we're going to have, because that is going to be dictated by what was ordered. So I ordered all my missing art supplies, and I'm going to make one piece out of all the materials. That's what I'm doing. Why couldn't I have just said that? Anyway, yeah, let's do it. Let's open the box and see what we've got inside. Okay, so please tell me I'm not the only one that gets so excited when they order new art materials. I mean, even though I know what this is, as I've said before, I'm so excited. So let's see what's inside, and by the power of editing, here's all the things that I got, and yeah, I'm so excited to show you. So I got these pan pastels. I mean, look at that colour, and this, I mean, pink. I love pink. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a favourite colour, but yeah, probably bright pink. I mean, that's kind of the theme of this channel. And yep, I needed a top up on my gouache. Anyway, a big tube of white, because there's never any point in me just ordering a small tube of white. And then these two pinks, because again, this really bright colour is very hard to mix. And I ran out of blue. So that's the gouache that I decided to get. I really hope this gouache is as bright as it is on the tube, because I can't actually see it, you know, in a shop, because, you know, Isle of Wight and all that. I also topped up my Caran d'Ache pencils. I mean, I am absolutely in love with these Pablo pencils. I've had my set since uni, and I've just gradually been building up to it. So I think between all these art materials, we can actually come up with something that looks half decent. I mean, I hope. If we combine this all with a double page spread picture book idea, I think we can come up with something. Now we've got a rough plan and we've seen what's in the box. I love all the colours and all the pinks and the blues. I mean, I'm so lucky because pink and blue, you know, make purple. So that's very helpful. But yeah, let's get going. And for this, I'm going to do some mixed media. I'm going to have some fun because they all require kind of a different paper. And I'm not quite sure how they're going to work on top of each other. So this is definitely going to be an experiment, and mixed media allows me to experiment, to layer, and also to draw things and not use them if they're terrible. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get cutting and sticking again, because apparently I like cutting and sticking now. Let's do it. So for that, I'm going to need my trusty craft scissors and my glue stick. Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, I was going to wait till later on in the video for my iPad and Apple Pencil to ask you to subscribe, but it felt really late in the video. So yeah, let's do it. So to start with, we should probably get some paper. Any minute now. Yep, there it goes. I have got my Winsor & Newton mixed media pad here because we've got a lot of mixed media. Yeah, that's probably quite self-explanatory. Anywho, I wanted something that was quite thick, but also something that I could manipulate and cut up because I actually have no idea what I'm trying to achieve at this point. But I did also, out of the order, well, from somewhere else, I ordered these soft tools, which are specifically for pan pastels, and I had no idea really about these until I made the pan pastel video, which you definitely should go check it out. I will link it below. I tend to just start off by painting random shapes and things on pieces of paper. I started off by just putting all the colours onto my paint palette. Then no matter what, I always mix up a grey first. And then I'll add it to all the colours that I'm going to use because it makes blending them a lot easier. It also means you can get more colour variation out of one colour and different tones. So yeah, it's just a good idea and it's something that I've always done. So I start off like I do all my mixed media pieces and paint lots of shapes in all the different colours that I can use on a piece of paper. And then I see what I've got. I have a rough idea of what I'm going to do with a character and some surrounding foliage. I mean, you can't go wrong with colourful flowers, right? So, yeah, and now Leo would like to say some stuff. So, here goes.
Our mummy is drawing lots more shapes with pencils, so she's got lots of options of what she should cut out. She keeps going to fill the page so that nothing goes to waste. And even if she doesn't use it in this picture, she will keep it and use it in another one. I like the variations on her colouring.
And I didn't even make him say that, did I?
Nope.
So I just kept on with the pencils. Just by this time, I have got a bit more of an idea. I'm going to go with a character painting something because, yeah, that's just what I wanted to draw at the time. Before I knew it, I'd started to paint shells, so it was definitely going to go with a beach theme. So once I was done with the pencil, I made sure just to carry on and use up all the materials and all the paint. Again, just so I had more options, and I think I definitely have a lot of options.
A lot of options, really a lot.
Yeah, I did lots of shells, and then it was time to go on to the pan pastels, which did make a little bit of a mess, but I made sure to do these on a separate piece of paper, so they were nowhere near the other ones. Although these are going to be quite tricky to cut out without getting pastel everywhere.
Everywhere.
What do you think? You've not used pan pastels, have you?
Yeah, I haven't used pan pastels yet.
Oh, you will love them. They are like, well, they're like pastel. It's almost like chalk, but with really bright colours. Leo's now in bed, so just back to me doing voiceover. Sorry. With pan pastels, I found having a piece of tissue or kitchen roll really, really important because this is how you effectively clean off the sponge, tool, soft, whatever it's called thing in between so you don't taint the colours. It took me a little while to learn this actually because I didn't look at tutorials and I made mistakes so that you don't have to. Then it was sketching time. Now I've recently rediscovered my mechanical pencil, my Rotring again. This was from uni, so a long, long time ago. I mean, are these neon pink ones available anymore? I definitely forgot how precise these could be and the fact that they always keep a point and you don't need to sharpen them. I mean, I think I need to get some more leads because I'm definitely going to keep using this. But here's me sketching out the idea based upon the fact that I've got a girl painting kind of like a seaside theme. So maybe she's painting the shells, painting the theme. She's just painting the world around her. So yeah, let's go with that. I mean, can you even see it? I promise there's something there. Now that the sketch was complete and I'd done the poses of the characters and a bit more detail, I know exactly what I was missing, so I got the materials back out again just so I had the right bits to cut up. This included things like legs in the right position and arms and just anything I was missing. And then it was time to cut everything out and make sure everything was prepped and ready for the cutting and sticking stage so that I can actually make some artwork at some point in this video. But first, time for some more painting, which means obviously some more grey, just to add as a base to all the colours so that it matched everything and went well, and all the reasons that I've said before. First things first, it was time to create more of a base, and this would just be the background that I would stick on all the little bits that I'm going to stick on. For this, I used the gouache with a bit more water to give it kind of that watery texture, because I want the foreground and the things that I'm going to stick on to stand out, because that is kind of the whole point of this piece. I really want to emphasize the mixed media and the colours and the colour variation, so I did that. I have to say, this is probably one of the main reasons why I love gouache, because the more water you add, the more like watercolour it is, and the less you add, it's kind of like an acrylic, but that you can mix again, that has a nice matte finish. So I don't know, I just love it for so many reasons. But the fact you can get so many different textures and different finishes with it is just amazing. In the left-hand scene, well, for starters, I should probably tell you that this is going to be a double-page spread, but I mean, I don't really need to use 2 sheets of paper when I'm going to use 1/2 white of each scene. I mean, you'll get it at the end, I promise. But anyway, in the left-hand scene, she's more painting rocks and kind of on the beach and painting nature. I mean, is she on the beach? Are those shells? But in the right-hand scene, she's painting the sea, adding lots of colours, because even if you look at the sea, it may be blue, like we've always been told it's blue and that represents it, but it's actually a rainbow of colours. And let's not forget that this is supposed to be an illustration from a children's book, so technically we can paint it whatever colour we want. Also, if you happen to be wondering what the tissue is for, is that if I use watercolour, well, I do it for that as well. But if I use gouache and I use it quite watery, I then dab some of it away and it leaves like the nice scrunched up tissue effect. I mean, I'm not selling it, but I promise it just gives this really subtle kind of colour, almost no colour, but I like it for the sea and the texture of it. And now that I'm done with the gouache, they finally can get added to my supply. I mean, I did order this a while ago and they have been sat in that box for a good few weeks, and I've been desperate for them to go into their new home, which is my really old tin from uni, but it's got fruit on it. The pan pastels are back out. This is just to add a few more layers of colour, as I do like the soft way they lay on top of paper and the texture that they give. So I thought it'd be nice to just add to the background to give it a bit more dimension and kind of a bit more shading under the characters. It's definitely perfect for this. It was then time for me to get back out everything that I had previously kind of painted on the separate sheets of paper and cut out the pieces I needed and stick them on. Now, I really like these wavy lines added to the sea because I just thought it gave it extra texture, extra dimension, and they look a little bit like waves. It was a way to get more colour in there, and I really like the effect. To start with, I was cutting them out quite neatly. I mean, I am still doing it neatly, but I like the white line around it because it emphasises the fact that it's mixed media and that it's stuck on. So I think I'm definitely going to keep using this in certain areas of my work, kind of like a highlight, especially when the colours are quite similar. Like on her coat, where I'm trying to layer the arms up, and also on the legs, I'm trying to differentiate from the leg behind to the leg in front, so that white line really does help. Then it was the pencil's turn to make an appearance, and I really did have to rely on the kitchen roll here because multiple times I actually forgot that I laid down pan pastels, so the side of my hand by the end of this was very purple. Yes, learn from my mistakes. Just going in over the top with the pencil just added a bit more texture and gave me a chance to realise what I was missing and fill in any gaps and just add in the final details like the flowers at the front. And after this was done, some kind of scribbles over the top just to bring the colours together. This is what I do in my other work, so it kind of made sense to do it here. But just stretching it out along the diagonal line in the middle. I mean, you'll see in a second after the digital title screen. Okay, you'll see in a minute. But to start with, I removed all the background that wasn't kind of completely white because I did want to add in some digital textures just because mixed media does include digital as well. Let's face it, this is also my comfort zone, but I do think it brings the piece together really nicely, and I did let myself add in a couple of other colours because this was basically the face, and, you know, it's a character, kind of needed a face. Now come to think of it, I could have left it as an outline, but I really do like the overall finish of this piece. And apparently, I'm very sorry, but I forgot to screen. Did I forget to screen record it? Hold on, let me check. Nope, don't panic. I didn't, and here it is. So this is me adding the digital side. And I'm really glad I do have this footage because it shows how you can blend together the traditional and the digital just so they can work in harmony. And I find a really good way of doing this is by colour. So really rely on that ink dropper tool and select some of the colours that you have already put down in your traditional work just so they match up. It is definitely one of the key things that I use to make a cohesive piece when I'm working between the two techniques, and especially when it's a limited colour palette. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe that we turned these materials into this artwork. Just goes to show you don't need lots of materials, and just goes to show you can find inspiration anywhere. I had so much fun in this video, as I do love a limited colour palette. So it was lovely to be forced and challenged to do one of those again. I mean, but this time it was a really limited colour palette. So I'm so happy with how it came out, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the process. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I had so much fun. I definitely need to do this again. Maybe I should do random materials and let someone else pick them. Oh, I don't know. Let's do it. Let's get sketching and see what we can come up with these bare minimal materials. With this bare minimal, a ridiculous little blub blub blub. Yeah. Oh, here's a video that YouTube thinks you'll like, and here's a video that I think you'll like. Enjoy.